Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Midland stage, Bryan Lewis.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. They told me this was going to be a couch concert, and all they brought me was this wooden stool here. I thought, welcome to the Midland Couch Concert. So I guess you guys are on your couches at home. So if you can't come to the Midland, we will bring the Midland to you. So keep in mind, being as you're on your couch, if you get up to go to the refrigerator, don't forget to bring us something too. This is a song I wrote about a guy who just had this girl on his mind, and he could not stop thinking about how pretty she was and how good she smelled. And he just thought about her all day long. Now, naturally, this wasn't me. I wrote this about another guy, but he was in love with this girl. It's called Lovesick. Well, lately I've been just a little bit preoccupied about a girl, I guess. Asked her out a couple times, but so far she ain't got around to saying yes. All of my buddies say I'm crazy, but I think I'll call her up and ask again. Think I will. That don't mean I'm lovesick just because I think about her now and then. It don't mean I'm lovesick just because I think about her now and then. Just cause whenever she's around, I always wear a great big goofy grin. Just cause I sit at home and hope she calls instead of going out with my friends. Well, that don't mean I'm lovesick just because I think about her now and then. Well, I was gassing up my pickup at the filling station just the other day. She come walking by and kind of flipped her hair and smiled and skipped away. The weird perfume lingered on the breeze. I'd never smelled nothing so sweet. And I forgot to put the nozzle back, and I drug the gas pump halfway down the street. But it don't mean I'm lovesick just because I think about her now and then. Just cause whenever she's around, I always wear a great big goofy grin. Just cause I sit at home and hope she calls instead of going out with my friends. Well, that don't mean I'm lovesick just because I think about her now and then. Got picked up for speeding and it cost me $97 cash. He said, son, if you keep driving like you were, you gonna wind up in a crash. Said, you wanna tell me just how fast you think you was going, as he twisted his mustache. And I said I couldn't see my gauges cause I've got her pictures taped across my dash. That's how we did it before we had Instagram. But it don't mean I'm lovesick just because I think about her now and then. Just cause whenever she's around, I always wear a great big goofy grin. Well, just because I sit at home and hope she calls instead of going out with my friends. That don't mean I'm lovesick just because I think about her now and then. No, sir, that don't mean I'm lovesick just because I think about her now and then. Yeah, there you go. There's a song for all the young men with a certain young lady on your mind. Just don't give up on it. She'll come around eventually. Either that or you'll get a restraining order, one or the other. But don't give up. Here's a song that I wrote. A lot of people come out to our shows and we're pretty upbeat, and I do. Some people's going so far as to call me sarcastic before, and like I make fun of people. Only people that deserve it, mind you. But this is one of my more mushy, romantical songs, you might say. This song's called That's When I Need You. And I'm vulnerable here. I'm showing my romantical, mushy side right in front of everybody, to the whole world on the internet. So this song's called That's When I Need You. When all the morning birds are singing, the grass glistens with dew, that's when I find you're on my mind, and that's when I need you. When the clouds darken a clear sky, keep the sun from shining through, I wish you could be right here with me, 'cause that's when I need you. 'Cause it's in everything you say, in every little thing you do, in every minute of every day. That's when I need you. When the world crashes around me, or when my dreams are coming true, happy or sad, good times or bad, that's when I need you. Happy or sad, good times or bad, that's when I need you. That's when I need you. That song's called That's When I Need You. And if you're just tuning in, I'd like to welcome you to the Couch Concert Series, live from the Midland. And I got to tell you, I've been here many, many times, and it's a strange sensation to look out at a completely empty house. And I can't wait till all this is over and we're playing live music again. But if you're in a position to do so, the places like this really desperately need your help right now in order to keep, they still have the cost that it takes to keep running. And this is the most valuable thing for a small town like ours. I've played with some of the biggest acts in the world right here on this very stage, and it's actually one of my absolute favorite places ever to play. I debuted this song here. One of the first times I played it in front of a big audience was right here on the Midland stage. And I believe I was opening a show for Charlie Daniels that night, and Charlie is one of the biggest patriots ever. And yesterday, being what it was, D-Day, the anniversary of it, had me feeling pretty patriotic. And so all of our military men and women, I'm new to this camera thing. They told me to look at this camera when I'm talking to you, and I've been looking all over the theater. I apologize for that. Robin's got a shock collar on my neck, and when I look the wrong direction, he's been hitting the buzzer. And he is 6 feet away from me. For all you people that's worried about it, he's probably 12 feet away. But I would like to, in all seriousness, I'd love to dedicate this to our men and women in uniform and in the military. We appreciate you all so much. The song is just called Thank You. This morning I woke up in my own bed, awakened by the peaceful morning sunlight. And suddenly a thought came through my head. Someone stayed awake so that I could sleep last night. Somewhere someone's hunkered down with a rifle in their hand, the terror pounding loud inside their chest. The air raid sirens blast across the hostile desert sand. Over here we had a peaceful night of rest, and they don't get much glory for a job worth more than pay. Sounds so insignificant, but all that I can think to say is thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for all the times you risked your life. When we see our veterans, we should sing their praises loud. Let them know how much they've made their country proud. Say thank you. Just last week I saw a soldier at the airport, hugging 2 little crying blonde-haired boys. He was about to leave his wife and family to go fight for this way of life we all enjoy. In some God-forsaken desert, in a far-off foreign land, protecting all our liberties, unselfishly he'll stand. They don't get much glory for a job worth more than pay, so we should never miss an opportunity to say thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for all the times you risked your life. And when we see our veterans, we should sing their praises loud. Let them know how much they've made their country proud. Say thank you. This morning I woke up in my own bed, awakened by the peaceful morning sunlight. Thank you. We truly appreciate the sacrifices made by our armed forces and the men and women that leave all the comforts of here and go fight, and we appreciate you guys so much. I didn't realize it, but I've got yet another romantical song. 2 in the same show. I'm gonna ruin my reputation. This song's called Her World. And I never have ever been able to say this before, but every one of my heroes, Waylon and all those guys, and you see them in interviews, and they're always talking about songs that they wrote on an airplane. Well, I had never written a song on an airplane before. Well, for one, when you write a song on an airplane, as soon as they wash it off, all the words go away. Yeah, I wrote this song in an airplane, I should say. So it's a romantical song, but I probably wrote it on an air sickness bag or something, so that it don't make me look too mushy. The song's called Her World. There's a hurricane that's just below the surface. The quiet grace that never lets it show. The gentle smile that rides around on her face. She's a beauty queen and doesn't even know. Kinda like an old tank top in a brand new Maserati. Evening gown in a farm truck full of dents. On the outside she's a walking contradiction, but if you know her well it all makes perfect sense. She's free as the summer wind, can't nobody fence her in. A filly that you can't keep in a stall. She's strong enough to face the storm, still needs someplace safe and warm, someone there to catch her if she falls. She's a wide-eyed child and a grown-up daddy's girl, and not a day goes by when I don't look toward the sky. Thank God that He put me in her world. She'd be right at home on an island all alone, or in the biggest city at a fancy ball. There's not a million things she does that makes me love her. It's just knowing that she'll pick up when I call. She's free as a summer wind, ain't nobody fence her in. A filly that you can't keep in a stall. She's strong enough to face the storm, still needs someplace safe and warm, someone there to catch her if she falls. She's a wide-eyed child and a grown-up daddy's girl, and not a day goes by when I don't look towards the sky. Thank God that He put me in her world. I just thank God that He put me in her world. I hope you like that one. That's, I guess that shows our softer side a little bit. Susan, if you're watching in Kentucky, hope you like that all right. I'm going to be playing that at her wedding directly. That was my audition right there, I guess. If I screwed it up right there, I don't play it in the wedding. So I wrote this next song. Sometimes I feel that we're kind of living in a victim society on everything. Well, I didn't get this job promotion because of so-and-so's brother-in-law, and I didn't get this spot because of that, and I didn't get my record deal because some other singer took it from me. And it's almost trendy to be a victim nowadays. This song is about wanting something so bad that you just go get it. No matter what it takes, you just go. And the name of the song is called How They're Gonna Keep Us Out. And if you have a dream, if you got something, a passion, I would like to encourage you Anything's possible. Get out there and get it. Just go get it. And I wrote this song about when I was playing football. I weighed about 135 pounds, and I'd get my teeth kicked in just every single day. And there's something wired wrong in my brain that makes me absolutely love it. I couldn't wait to get back in there and get my head caved in again. I'd keep going and keep going. And the music business was much the same way to me. I found out when I started taking these songs to Nashville, I thought, well, the worst thing they can tell me is they don't like my songs. But it took years to get anybody even listen to some songs down there. And so I've incorporated those two pictures in this song. It's called How They're Gonna Keep Us Out. And if you want something, go get it. I was 17, Friday night, a light shining on that field of green, and there was quite a bit of ground between us and that goal line. That old clock kept the ticket coming down to the end. I was standing in the huddle with my 10 best friends, looking at each other, only one thing on our mind. And I remember thinking, oh, now how they gonna keep us out? When it comes down to it, baby, I'm singing on that Opry stage. I can hear those voices blowing in the wind. I hear Hank and Merle and Loretta Lynn and Johnny Cash singing about busting this rusty key. Yeah, I can hear them singing, whoa, now how they gonna keep us out? When it comes down to it, baby, this is what it's all about. Didn't work this hard all these years to come this far and shut her down here. Here we come, baby, now how they gonna keep us out? Oh, now how they gonna keep us out? When it comes down to it, baby, this is what it's all about. We didn't work this hard all these years to come this far and shut her down here. Here we come, baby, now I said, here we come, baby, now how you gonna keep us out? It was late in the fall, I was 17, Friday night, light shining on that field of green, and there was quite a bit of ground between us and that goal line. Well, I hope you like that one. I didn't mean to get preachy. If you don't want to go get it, you don't have to go get it. But I'd like for you to have it if you really want it. So I am tickled to death to be back on the stage of the Midland. And every time I've been here before, I've been opening up for a giant star. And I'm not kidding. That's why we got to support this place, because we're bringing world-class acts. I mean, some of the biggest stars in all of music are coming to downtown Newark, and I think that's so awesome. And if you've never been here, you have to come and check it out, because it is a beautiful theater. Like I say, every time I've been here, I've been opening for people. So I've opened up for Don Williams here, the band Perry, Clint Black, Charlie Daniels, Jody Messina. There are tons of folks, and it's been so awesome. I believe I opened up for Marshall Tucker Band here. It's worth mentioning that this is the first time that I ever played here that I didn't have to park at the United Dairy Farmers 10 blocks away. Only the big stars get the good parking places when you play here. So, I don't want to rub it in if you guys has canceled, if your vacation plans has been canceled because of the coronas, but it's a good time to sit around and dream about your favorite spots. And I wrote this song here. I wrote this. Well, they asked me to do only songs that I wrote tonight, just because for legal reasons, and we're broadcasting and all this stuff. And so I wrote this one actually on the way here. I didn't finish it, but I've got to get this melody down before I forget it. Well, it's something like that. I don't got the words to it yet, but I think I'm thinking about calling it like "Ladder to the Sky" or something. I don't. Anyway, so I'm trying to do only stuff that I wrote here. So anyway, back to your vacation plans. I've had a chance to play in Hawaii a few times, and the island of Maui is one of the most beautiful spots on God's earth outside of Toboso, Ohio. Maui is probably in second place to Toboso. And I wrote this song about a little tiny town there called Haiku. And I wrote it like this because Willie Nelson has a house about 10 minutes from where I was staying. And this is just a shameless plug to get Willie to record it. So this is one of the first places I ever played this song, was on this stage too. So it's called "There Ain't Nothing Wrong in Haiku." Too wet in Seattle, humid's too dry, it's way too cold for me in Kalamazoo. There's crime in Chicago, there's smog in LA, but there ain't nothing wrong in Haiku. New Orleans is too low, Denver's too high, New York got traffic that you'll never get through. Detroit's busted, DC's shutting down, but there ain't nothing wrong in Haiku. It's a little piece of heaven on a peaceful green rock, way out in the Pacific so blue. There might be turmoil and trouble all around the world, but there ain't nothing wrong in Haiku. Now half a world away, there's bills that need paid, and a long list of things I should do. But that ukulele playing's got me thinking about staying, 'cause there ain't nothing wrong in Haiku. I've got my hammock hanging up between two coconut trees. The smell of barbecue is blowing on a tropical breeze. There's a sunset melting into a spectacular view. No, there ain't nothing wrong in Haiku. It's a little piece of heaven on a peaceful green rock, way out in the Pacific so blue. There might be turmoil and trouble all around the world, but there ain't nothing wrong in Haiku. There's no place I'd rather be anywhere in this world, 'cause there ain't nothing wrong in Haiku. Well, there ain't nothing wrong in Haiku. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong in Haiku. Hope that made you feel tropical. Not to brag, but after I get out of here, I'm going down to Dillon Reservoir, which is almost the same as the Pacific Ocean around here. It's pretty big time. And like I say, I don't mean to sound like I'm bragging, but I might drag a catfish out later. You just never know. I want to tell this story. One of the heaviest moments in my music career happened right here on this spot. This next song I'm getting ready to sing to you, I wrote for a very close friend of mine that I lost. And when I wrote it, he was really sick. And I didn't know how bad it was. I didn't know how little time he had left. But 2 days before he passed, I played this show. And I was opening for Clint Black. And I went to my friend's name was Andy Watson. I went to his house. And I said, I know you want to come to that show tonight so bad. And he was flat on his back in bed. And I said, you can't come to the show tonight, but I can bring the show to you, kind of like what we're doing with this couch concert. And I went to his house and I played him these songs, and he would make me sing this song to him over and over while he was sick. He'd say, play that song you wrote for me. I played it that night, and I asked the audience in the Midland Theater, I said, would you please pray for my friend Andy tonight? I didn't know it, but Clint Black was down in his dressing room, and they had the speakers on down there, and he was listening to my show. And when Clint Black came out to do his show later on, he did a really beautiful song. And he said, I wrote this about a family, something that happened in my family, but tonight I'm going to dedicate this to Brian's friend Andy. And I remember, like, chills went down my spine when he said that. I didn't even know that he had been listening. And that was a Saturday night. I could not wait till it got late enough in the morning that I thought Andy would be awake. And I just rushed to his house the next day, and I said, you won't believe this, but last night Clint Black stopped his show and dedicated a song to you. And the reason I tell this long story is because that's the last conversation I ever had with my friend. And it was all right here on this Midland stage is where it happened. So this place means more to me than I can tell you. And I appreciate the people that are supporting it and keeping it going. The name of this song is called It's About Time. And if there's been one perk to the Corona thing, is that I believe it's caused families to come together and spend more time and sit around the dinner table and ask, how'd your day go? And what's going on in your life and all that kind of. I believe the one positive we've got out of this is making people sit back and really appreciate the people in their lives. This is called It's About Time. I've got a worn-out pocket watch my daddy gave to me the worst day of my young life, or so it seemed to be. The tick-tock echoed like a hammer. His words tried to find my mind. Said, I just found out the doc's not giving me much time. He said they've got a couple things they want to do. Who knows, might even buy another year or two. But son, it's about time I said I love you, a heartfelt man to man. And it's about time I called off work and went on that fishing trip we planned. It's about time I took your mama for a long walk on the beach. Let her know just what it's meant to have her here with me. It's about faith, and it's about love, and it's about time. Well, my dad lived 14 years after I got that watch. Love his family, spoil his grandkids, all the memories we got. And those 14 years became the greatest gift I ever had. 'cause he spent that time to show me how to be a dad. So it's about time I said I love you, my own little man. And it's about time I called off work and went on that fishing trip we planned. It's about time I took his mama for a long walk on the beach and let her know just what it's meant to have her here with me. It ain't about getting one more trophy or being a prisoner to the grind. It's about getting right in your soul and finding peace of mind. And it's about faith, and it's about love, and it's about time. Yeah, it's about faith, and it's about love, and it's about time. Got a worn out pocket watch my daddy gave to me. Someday I'm gonna give it to that boy of mine. The hands, they quit moving, and it don't tick anymore, but it sure makes me appreciate the time. Thank you to the Midland Theater for that special moment in my life. And that was the last conversation I had with him. I told him, I said, Clint Black stopped his show last night and dedicated a song to you. And he sat up in bed, and he had a grin about that wide all the time. Even when he was sick, he still had that grin. And I will cherish that memory forever. I am really tickled that I got to be the... I'm calling it the inaugural artist for the Couch series. They called it a guinea pig, but I'm calling it inaugural artist for the Midland Theater Couch concert. And I hope you had a good time watching there from your couch and it's comfortable. I hope you've been enjoying this. I've had a good time. Anytime I can play here is a blessing to me. And however, I'm ready to open this country back up again and have some live concerts and have people. I miss people. I need to see you guys. I miss playing to crowds. And so I'm going to leave you with this one. This song's called Take This Country Back. I hope you've had a great time. I've had an absolute wonderful time here tonight. The name of this song is called Take This Country Back. Grandpa's tractor sitting rusting in lean-to by the barn. It won't sit there much longer 'cause he had to sell the farm. There'll be condos in the hayfields by first cutting time next year. By the time that harvest rolls around, you never know the farm was here. Diesel's high and crops are down. We just can't keep things in the black, and it can't go on much longer. Time to take this country back. And it's hard on all us country folks with our roots still running deep. Seems the blacktops crawling closer every night while we're asleep. So we gotta stick together, we gotta move back on track. Let me tell you all, it's time to take this country back. Well, I worked 10 years down that factory till they had to close the door. Guess the boss outsourced our business to some foreign country shore. We best wake up and pay attention before our nation hits its hard to hold our ground. Seems another factory closes. Every time we turn around, open them up. We gotta stick together. We gotta put back on track. And let me tell you all, it's time to take this country back. 'Cause we're still the greatest nation on this planet yet today. And we ain't gonna let nobody take what we've worked for away. We're gonna get together, we're gonna put her back on track. And let me tell you all, we're gonna take this country back. Yeah, we're gonna get together, we're gonna put her back on track. And let me tell you all, we're gonna take this country back. Yeah, I'm here to tell you all, it's time to take this country back. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the Midland for having me. And tune in for more. They're going to have a bunch more coming your way. So thank you.